Lindsay, I wanted just to quickly highlight one of the things that you wrote in the most recent HBR article, which was just such a wonderfully practical example of how you bring Tomo to life in what most of us kind of don't necessarily look forward to, the Monday morning meeting. And I just wanted to share the 5 points that you've got for the agenda, which is, what impact did we have last week and what did we learn? So that's sort of tapping into the play piece, I assume, the experimentation. And is that how you describe that first point?
Yeah, absolutely. We've all been trained to think that play is like what you do at the lunch hour or the coffee chats or over beers. And actually, play that drives performance is that play that comes from learning. And so make that an explicit part of what you do.
And the second point on the agenda, can you unpack that first?
Yep, this is where some of the tactical stuff comes in. What commitments do we have this week? Who's up on point for each? If you don't, a lot of senior leaders will sort of abdicate responsibility for this and say, can you all just kind of figure it out? And that's actually not demotivating. Your team is not motivating. Your team wants structure and plans. Third, how can we help each other with this week's commitments? Where do we need adaptive performance? And four, what are the areas where we should experiment to improve performance this week? This is where play comes in through experimentation. And a lot of teams, especially more junior teams, will think that their job is simply to maintain the status quo. What great leaders often do is help you realize one part of your job is to maintain the status quo, but the adaptive part is to improve the status quo so that if we were in this exact same scenario a year from now, we would do better than we are now.
Brilliant. I love it. There's such great questions. And these are classic questions that you can do digitally or remotely, in person. It doesn't really matter. But the key is that you're promoting both tactical and adaptive performance moving forward.